Are progression series not scratching that itch for jank? Is a tier 0 TCG meta getting you down? Well, when the TCG gets tired and limited gets too limited, it's time for Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh!, a constructed series where 4 creative duelists build cool brews in a strange format. Here's how it works. Each episode, we spin a wheel containing every core set and most side sets from Yu-Gi-Oh's history. The set the wheel chooses becomes the centerpiece of the format, granting each player 3 copies of every card printed in it. From there, the format expands like a wave, offering 2 of every card from the adjacent 2 core sets and 1 of each from the 2 sets beyond those. In addition, cards from all the promos and side sets in between are allowed at 1, and all structures and starters from the time are allowed at 2. The results? A format like no other. A meta where the power of constructed meets the spirit of jank. With those cards in their arsenals, the contestants will build the coolest decks they can think of and duke it out in a best of 1 bracket. Players won't just be fighting for the win though, but also for the hearts of chat, competing to be elected the People's Duelist at the end of every episode. What wild adventures lie ahead? We'll just have to watch to find out. All right, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element, welcome back to Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, Keegan, after last week, I didn't think we'd make it to this episode. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. We've got a couple of new players here, for some fresh blood.
Hell
Very
yeah.
excited.
2 people who didn't have to suffer through me playing Dragon Link last week. We've got Caleb.exe and Leah of Leah fame. How are you 2 doing? Welcome to the show.
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
It's good to be here, and as far as I'm aware of, RJ has never misplayed with any dragon-based Link deck, so I'm looking forward to good gameplay.
Thank you. I'm glad that somebody's paying attention. So last week we had another Vrain set, and that was obviously a problem for both me and Keegan. Keegan made it look good. I made it look. What are folks hoping for this week? I'll tell you, I'm hoping for I'll be honest with you. I'm looking for Arc 5. I'm looking for Zexal, or the absolute pits of GX, like Elemental Energy or something like that.
I have to say, in terms of limited formats, I like absolute pits of GX would be amazing, but I would be glad to play Zexal or anything. And before I forget, I just want to say that it's strange being on this show. It would be like if Gage Poljack was a guest on Prague Playoffs. Hey, that's the person we're ripping off from.
That's true. That's exactly true. We're just slowly stealing away members of the Prague Playoffs crew.
My experience with this kind of sealed play is entirely synchro and before. So if we're in there, I might stand a chance.
With that being said, it is time to spin the wheel. Let's kill that bit rate. All right.
This spins for a while.
It's like I was being hypnotized.
Rise of Destiny. Oh, we are in the DM jank this time around. I asked for GX jank, but this is almost as good.
Oh, this is from the tail end of DM, right?
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the sets. So going back to the master spreadsheet, we have Rise of Destiny, which is flanked by Soul of the Duelist, actually genuinely one of my favorite sets in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the level monsters. Flaming Eternity. So we've just got the 3 worst sets in DM, just all in a row. And then we get 1 of Ancient Sanctuary. We have successfully dodged Invasion of Chaos. And then we get not Legend of Blue Eyes. I think after that, we do get one of the Lost Millennium. We get Dark Revelation Volume 1, which means we will have one of the Chaos Monsters, I think, but I'm not sure which ones. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's take a look at Rise of Destiny here. Why the set just does not want me to click on it. Okay.
It's not a real set.
What do we have? We have the Creator, one of the coolest cards ever to not be playable. With the Creator incarnate, you are nuts if you don't think that I'm going to try to play this card.
Nightmare Penguin, pretty good in limited formats.
Nightmare Penguin. Sasuke Samurai number 4 is genuinely one of the most nerve-wracking cards ever made. It's just an asshole. You just have to think, like, every time you look at this card, you're just like, okay, do I feel like looking like the biggest idiot in the world by attacking into this thing and having it hit the heads?
Thestalos. Do we have all of the Monarchs, actually? Most of them are from these sets, right?
So, we have 1 Zaborg, 2 Mobius, 3 Thestalos, and then I think 2 Grandmarg.
Ooh, okay.
Which should be interesting. That's definitely a real strategy. To Koichi.
We're just gonna skip over Moki Moki King.
Is that still?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have not paid proper tribute. Okay, yeah.
There is all the Harpy stuff in here too.
Oh, do we have the Dragon's Roar structure deck? Hell yeah, we have Dragon's Roar and Zombie Madness. These are going to be crazy. I happen to know one of the staples that's in here, and it is a ridiculous one.
Zombie Madness is gross. We got 2 Pot of Greed and 2 Snatch Steel.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, Snatch Steel.
We also get double MST. We get double pre-mat, double heavy from the Dragon deck. Okay,
so much for not having access to the good cards.
Heavy store.
This one gives us like a lot of the zombie recruiter stuff.
Double Card of Safe Return, double Torrential Tribute, also worth looking at.
Dang.
Looks like
these structure decks are
I really like the interplay that we have going on between some of the best cards in the format being equip spells or continuous spells, and us having double MST, double Dust Tornado, and double Heavy Storm. I feel like that actually gives us some real counterplay to the stupid ass cards that exist in this.
I agree. I think actually it's kind of cool to think about Card of Safe Return with Vampire Lord. Vampire Lord's going to be a kind of a house here actually, because if our only defensive trap is like Torrential Tribute, then it's going to be a little difficult to clear.
I just remembered the reason that I hate Blaze of Destruction and Fury from the Deep. These are the Floodgate decks. Level Limit Area B and also Gravity Bind in both of these. And Flame Sprite is not only in
he's at 3, right?
Soul of the Duelist, but also Blaze of Destruction. So like there is absolutely 3 copies right there.
So that means you can play 5 copies of it in your deck, right?
100%, yeah. We'll just call it 6.
We have double Tribe too.
Ooh.
Double Tribe?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's pog.
Double Tribe.
That's really good, actually. That's really, really good.
Yeah, card's crazy.
I already have like a pretty solid idea of what I think I'm going to be constructing, but the Floodgates are really scary. That's something I'm definitely thinking about now.
This is the first
Makes
thing
me
I thought
happy
of when
we
I
have
saw
double
Flame
heavy.
Sprite.
Yeah.
Double Heavy is going to be huge. That's going to be a large part of this format for sure. All the spell and trap removal is going to be absolutely necessary.
We also have Dark Revelation Volume 1, which I think is going to be interesting. We get Raigeki Break, which is pretty versatile removal. We get Gravekeeper stuff, with which the exception of Guard I don't think is that great, but we get New Doria. We get
Spirit Reaper was on there too.
Yeah, we get Lava Golem too. That's pretty sick. There's a real burn strat in here, I think. That's a little bit worrisome.
Who's going to be the one to bite the bullet and play burn?
If there's one thing I've come to dread about Duel Monsters from Prog Playoffs, it's having to play against fucking Burn.
Burn is it's not usually my cup of tea, but I might have to experiment. Who knows?
Look, if Wave Motion Cannon is in Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like I have to play Burn. Like it seems like a requirement.
Somebody is required to
Someone
play
has to
Wave
play.
Motion Cannon this week.
I need to see it activate at least once.
It seems like a good call actually, like metagame wise, because there's not a lot of like super fast stuff that can compete with it really. If I'm looking at the card pool,
the only issue is just the sheer amount of removal that's in the format. Like Heavy Storm alone makes this really difficult if you want to play something like Burn.
Dude, is Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell legal?
I believe so.
It actually might be, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say it doesn't feel very consistent, but we get 2 Solar Flare Dragon, 2 UFO Turtle for it.
That's pretty good.
We do actually get...
It's not bad.
We do get 1 copy of Cursed Seal, I believe, because it's in Dark Revelation. So I think we should have 1 copy of that.
So it's simple. Just Cursed Seal the Heavy, and then
Sorry
GG.
guys. I was wrong. Actually, we don't get it because we have Dark Revelation Volume 1. It's in Dark Revelation Volume 2. My bad.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Don't worry. Spell Shield Type 8 exists.
Okay, that works. There you go. You got
the
Spell
easiest
Shield.
defense to Heavy Storm.
It's not bad. Could be worse.
I'm excited to play a DM era format. I haven't done that in quite some time.
I'm so happy this is where we landed because this is all I know. It's legitimately all I know.
Rigged.
Yeah, they don't tell you this
Well,
because
this
they cut it
one's
out, but they
sick.
spun the wheel 3 times just for me.
Hey, don't leak our strats. Hey,
Sorry.
And you guys, have you guys played a DM era one yet?
No, we
Okay.
haven't. We have successfully avoided DM up until now, and now I might be aware of why that is.
Looks like it's gonna be fun. The power level, like in the spells, is very high, and the traps is very high, but the monsters are actually quite weak. So we might see a lot of like chill, like interactive gameplay, even though we have ridiculous spell cards.
I don't know. Whoever leans into the zombies, I feel like that's where like all the good monster cards are. You just Pyramid Turtle, Ryukoki, and you win.
I think there's a lot to be said for something like a recruiter Monarch strat as
Yeah.
well, because we've got such good Monarchs to work with. We've got good Monarch fodder in not only the recruiters themselves, but also, you know, the ability to steal your opponent's monsters to tribute for them. I think there's something there probably.
Yeah, I was thinking about Recruiter Narc too. We have the brain control also from Lost Millennium.
Well, I'm certainly going to be deep in the tank for this one.
Same.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Me too.
Exciting.
I've already got like 30 cards in the deck builder right now. I'm like,
Look at that. Not a link monster, not a combo, not a hard once per turn in sight. Just people living in the moment. Because they're always top-decking sacky-ass spell cards. Yes, folks, welcome to the Duel Monsters era. We have some nuts ODM staples to be working with today, and I tried to build a creator deck. The problem that I ran into is the creator is actually surprisingly reliant on cards like Reasoning and Monster Gate, both of which we have one of, which special summon from the deck instead of from the grave. The cards that we have the most access to are Revival, and the creator itself cannot be revived from the grave. The other thing that it doesn't benefit from is the stealing cards, because the creator incarnate is its other way to be summoned, and that card does not tribute other monsters on the field. So I just could not justify running the creator. Instead, I ran my other favorite boss monster from the set, the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, who benefits from everything that we have available. I call this deck Jail Time Turbo, because what we're going to be doing is digging up graves and stealing people's shit. Let's take a look at the deck list. Starting off with the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys and the Hand of Nephthys. Both of these cards are incredible in this format and take advantage of our best cards. Even if Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys gets hit off of Delinquent Duo, it is perfectly fine to be resurrecting it off of Call of the Haunted and Premature Burial, and in this case it is almost better to be using those than Monster Reborn because these cards are weak to MST in a way that Monster Reborn isn't, and we actually kind of want our Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys to be destroyed by card effect. Next, we have our Hand of Nephthys. Of course, Hand of Nephthys is very good in this format because it works very well with both the Resurrection and the Stealing cards. You can sack your opponent's monsters to activate its effect, as long as you've stolen them with a Snatch, Steal, Brain Control, or Change of Heart. So Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys is very, very easy to summon in this format exactly. It is extremely good against the Burn matchup, which I'm a little bit worried about today. It also allows me to not run Heavy Storm, which I'm happy about. We also have our Monarchs, Dark Ruler Hades, Jinzo, the actual Monarch Mobius, one Vampire Lord, and one End of Anubis, which I think is aligned really, really well against the Resurrection support that's in here. And my meme pick, Blindly Loyal Goblin. Can't be stolen, and it's an 1800. I'm sure it'll be perfectly good. Next, we go into our utility monsters, Double Pyramid Turtle to get us into Vampire Lord and also into Spirit Reaper. We also have Double Molten Zombie, which for reasons unknown to me is not actually a zombie monster. However, when it's resurrected, you get to draw a card, which creates really good combos with things like Hand of Nephthys off of Premature Burial, or just summoning it back and using it to get the next card so that you can access your strategy more easily. It's kind of like a really bad Treeborn Frog, but also like a really good one. I love it. Next, we have 2 Tribe Infecting Virus. This is our premium removal of the set in monster form. It puts our monsters that we want to have in the graveyard into the graveyard, and our opponent's monsters into the graveyard as well. We have 1 Breaker the Magical Warrior because it's a +1, and 1 Magician of Faith because the spell cards are the best thing in this set, so you might as well bring them back. Our Steal Your Shit cards are Change of Heart, Double Snatch Steal, and 1 Brain Control. We also have 1 Confiscation and 1 the Forceful Sentry. I'm not running Delinquent Duo because fuck that card. Next, we have 2 Pot of Greed, a mandatory include, Double Giant Trunade. This is good for clearing back row, but is also really well positioned with Call of the Haunted and Premature Burial. If I can use this to get multiple Molten Zombies, I'll basically have activated Pot of Greed and summoned a monster off of it. 1 Raigeki and 1 Dark Hole for our sweepers, and our Resurrection Suite, 1 Monster Reborn, double Premature Burial, and double Call of the Haunted. Our last 4 traps are just the best traps in the format, double Torrential Tribute and double Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. You will note that I did not mention Imperial Order is one of the best trap cards in the format, once again because fuck that card. This deck looks like so much fun. I cannot wait to run this. It's going to be an absolute sack fest, but at least I'm going to get to use some cool combos, and I think that this deck is very strong. Let's see if the Blindly Loyal Goblin loyally leads us to victory.
Hello, RJ's channel. It's your girl Leah, and I have defected to Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! This week instead of playoffs. I'm a big fan of the show. I've been wanting to join since it started for an episode, and I'm really excited that we're playing a Duel Monsters era format. So I'll make this deck tech quick because I'm sure you know what basically all the cards in here already do, but we are playing Recruiter Monarch. My goal in building this was to just play as many broken cards as I could legally fit into my deck. So it's mostly just a mess of crazy one-of spells and traps. But the fundamental idea here is that our deck is all recruiters or monarchs, so that we always have something to tribute for a monarch for. So on the monarch side, our payoffs are we've got 2 Mobius, 2 Thestalos instead of 3, just because I don't want to brick on too many monarchs, and the 1 Zaborg we're allowed to run, as well as 1 Armed Dragon level 5, because we can float out of it from 3, and Ryukoki. On the recruiter side, apologies, we have Giant Rat floating into Pyramid Turtle, floating into Spirit Reaper or Ryukoki. We also have UFO Turtle floating into Mash Dragon, floating into Armed Dragon, floating into Armed Dragon level 5. So lots of recruiting shenanigans. For the spells and traps, Mr. Steal Yo Girl, I got just Brain Control, Change of Heart, the Double Snatch Steal, as well as the Prematures and the Reborns, all to get a monster onto the field to tribute from a Monarch, and then just all of the crazy stuff. Probably these games will actually be decided by whoever opens Confiscation, Duo, Forceful Century, Pot of Greed. So I'm playing those in case I go first. Imperial Order is broken, Torrential Tribute's crazy, Raigeki Darkle. That's pretty much the deck. Just notable cards I'm not playing down here. I'm only playing the one Heavy Storm because really the only reason I want to play Heavy, I don't think back row is that good in this format outside of killing a Snatch Steal or a Premature. So I'm playing the one Heavy instead of two. I don't know, I think it's good. The only reason I really want to play that one Heavy is in case somebody brings like a burn stun deck so that I have an out. I also decided against playing like Solar Flare Dragon and some other stuff like DD Warrior Lady. We'll see if I get punished for that. But overall, I think this deck is crazy, and I'm excited to play it. I'll see you in the games.
Wave Motion Week 6 deck tech. My goodness, this week is ridiculous. This week is definitely going to be dictated by the power spells. There are so many legal power spells in this format. I'm not including the full number of legal power spells in this deck even, because I'm a little bit scared of cards like Imperial Order, or Spell Canceller, or Horus the Black Flame Dragon completely shutting off the game. I think those are going to be the main dynamics of this week. Whoever can resolve the most powerful spell cards, or whoever can shut off the most powerful spell cards, is probably going to be at a big advantage. In my list, I've got 2 Divine Wrath as a way to stop Horus, as a way to stop, Tribe Infecting. A lot of the powerful effects in this format, you need a negate spell for them, more or less. Even at -1, you kind of just have to have it. I've got Hand of Nephthys and the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. This is one of the sickest cards ever printed. Coolest artwork, flashy, can't be destroyed effectively. Just a dope card. A little bit scared of it getting stolen by Snatch Steal or Brain Control or Change of Heart or, any other number of ways, but I think it'll be alright. Gotta have a Torrential for the opposing Horus. Gotta have Imperial Order because it's broken. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward, just like good stuff deck. I didn't put a ton of thought into this because I feel like in formats like this, if I put a ton of thought into the deck and then I get cheesed by Confiscation and Forceful Sentry and Delinquent Duo, I'm just gonna be upset. I'm just going to be a sad camper. So instead I've focused on just including as many powerful and fun cards to resolve as possible, and then the rest is just cheese factor. Of course, you guys leave a like, go ahead and support RJ on this amazing format, this amazing journey, and check out our 2 new guests this week, Caleb and Leah. They are super dope people, obviously going to be super fun to play with. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. See you guys in the matches. Peace.
What's up, everyone? My name is Caleb.exe. Super excited to be here for an episode of Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! As you can see here, what I've brought for you today is Burn. I am not a very experienced player. I'm not a very experienced deck builder, and I've been playing the game for less than a year at this point. However, I do have experience with this format in particular due to a different series that I run with a guy named Kuma Cards. So I've gone ahead and ripped one of his lists almost card for card, and then tossed in the plethora of DM staples available to us in this format for Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's go ahead and let's look at the card by card. We have 4-starred Ladybug of Doom. This just outs recruiters if they ever end up on board and they're just sitting there. We don't want to destroy them. We don't want to crash them. This outs them and doesn't let their effects get off. So that's an incredible card to have here. We have DD Warrior Lady, also great for outing recruiters. Dekoichi is an ass to have on field to stall and then draw into something else when it gets outed. We have Raging Flame Sprite. This is what made me play this deck. I think this card is hilarious. It's played at it's at 3 in this format, so why not see if we can get off a Gravity Bind Raging Flame Sprite 2-card combo. We have Solar Flare Dragon. This can get us into a Solar Flare Dragon lock where neither card can be targeted for attacks, and the opponent burns for 1,000 during each of my end phases. Realistically, we don't have a lot of ways to get into that. We'd have to see one in hand and then a UFO turtle or something like that, so it is also a 2-card combo, but it is a potential late game thing if we can stall out, get these materials in hand to then play it. We have Spirit Reaper to stall. Thessalos, just because one, potentially getting a hand rip probably is going to be good in this format since it's so slow. And then in addition to that, being able to have some sort of burn payoff on top of just having a larger attack point monster. This is the largest attack point monster I have in my deck that isn't Raging Flame Sprite after attacking for 3 turns. So just be able to have that kind of a payoff, I think, is a good plan. Realistically, it's not the end goal, though. We have UFO Turtle, like I said. This gets us into most of our strategy. We have Chain Energy in case I somehow see this card after getting into Gravity Bind and Raging Flame Sprite. And realistically, I'm not going to be doing a ton of actions on each turn. I just want to set a bunch of cards, maybe summon a monster, and then pass. And so this could be a good way to burn through my opponent's life points. Delinquent Duo, do I have to say anything about this? It's insane. Hammer Shot is a really cool tech choice, I think, here, because realistically, we will have the lowest attack point monster on field almost at all times, unless we somehow get a crazy Raging Flame Sprite going. So I think this is a really great, just one monster card removal. Floodgates. We're playing lots of Floodgates. Mystical Space Typhoon is great to out any back row our opponents might be playing. Something like Torrential Tribute would be a great thing to be able to out with Mystical Space Typhoon. Pot of Greed, draw 2. Raigeki, destroy all monsters. Snatch Steal, take a monster. DM staples, I feel like I'm invisible, yada yada. Moving on to another weird card, Swords of Concealing Light. This is another great floodgate to pair with Raging Flame Sprite. So it's just essentially 2 more copies of a worse Swords of Revealing Light. So we're playing 2 of Revealing Light as well. Wave Motion Cannon. I'm playing Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! What do you want from me? I gotta play it. 3 Cemetery Bomb. I was previously playing Backfire, but this is just a better payoff version of that for a late game, 1k, 2k damage. Gravity Bind, Floodgates. Magic Hammer protects our Floodgates from Heavy Storm. Threatening Roar stalls the game out so we don't die and hopefully can burn more. I have no disillusions. I do not think this is the best deck in the format. I'm pretty sure a Recruiter strategy will go crazy. I've played around a little bit with it, but my heart wasn't in it. I think that burn is going to be a lot more fun, a lot more goofy. I'm hoping to resolve some Floodgates. So I'll see you in the duels. Let's see if I can actually do anything other than go 0-2 in this.
I see I Wish I Was Dead in the chat here, and watching one of the recent episodes, somebody, I think it might have been Golden Nova, mentioned he got a deck from I Wish I Was Dead, and I was like, no, it's happening. He's infiltrated another series.
All right.
Love you, I Wish I Was Dead. You're the best.
Okay,
All right,
Keegan.
chat.
Battle of the Wits.
Chat, RJ's beaten me the last 2 times we faced. Who you got? 1's in the chat for RJ, 2's in the chat for your boy.
I'm Team
Heck
Keegan.
yeah. You know how I knew this was going to happen?
No.
You know how I knew this was going to happen, Keegan? Because
How did you
in
know,
all of
RJ?
your videos recently, you have complained about nobody picking paper recently. And so you've picked rock every time to counter nobody playing paper. So I knew that if I played paper, you would be playing rock.
Oh my goodness, he had the intel.
Oh my
I had the read.
gaming.
You fucking studied. What the hell?
He
All
had
right.
Psyop. He had tactical dueling book agents watching all my replays.
Called in the
I'm
CIA.
going to go second for this one.
Amazing.
Yes,
Amazing.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if there's a format to go first,
Oh, this hand is something.
certainly the one with Delinquent Duo, Pot, Confiscation, Forceful
Wait.
Entry.
Yeah, that's
So-
something. That's something I did not consider before I clicked second. I 100%
RJ, did you
forgot.
want to go first?
Yeah, I remembering now that those cards exist in the format, I will indeed go first.
Okay.
I just totally forgot that those are cards that are mandatory includes in all 4 of our decks.
For sure. Go ahead and do your thing, and then
All right.
I'll take my turn after.
I like the concept of
Okay.
using the PSYOP intel to win the die roll, only to go second.
only to choose the wrong thing. I'm just so thoroughly convinced that and that's the end of my turn. I'm just so thoroughly convinced that Magic Ruler as a set was just a mistake that I have just chosen to forget that every card that came out in it exists. What you got for
I
me, Keegan?
mean, that's pretty right, honestly.
First things first, we got a Mystical Space Typhoon in the background.
There goes the TT.
Ooh.
We cannot let that happen. Then we got.
Oh, he opened the
Oh
duo.
no, not the little goblin bastards.
We're just gonna pick the center one. no matter what we
Ripperino.
roll.
And then I
Ripperino.
am going to send. Oh, I can't take the advantage L for this one. I'm going to send Phoenix Wingwind Blast. This is rough. This is a tough opening.
It's okay. I think the format is pretty slow, so getting duoed is like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Getting duo's not the end of the world. It's like a tweet that the guys from Delinquent Duo are typing. Like that meme. Like, it's not that bad. It's just Delinquent Duo.
Yeah,
All right.
the one guy's tweeting it and the two guys retweeting it.
He retweets, yo, this dude's spitting.
Yeah, so true, bestie, in the comments below.
Let's go for that could be a recruiter. That would be pretty bad. Chances are pretty high that that's a recruiter. I don't know anything about the deck you're playing because you have played 2 cards that are required to be played.
Potentially required. I mean, you don't have to play Delinquent Duo. If you don't have Delinquent Duo,
It's not even good.
I
All right, I'm
respect
gonna
that.
flip summon.
Oh,
Molten Zombie.
Oh, that is cursed. Okay.
Let's go to battle phase.
way.
I'll attack in. Let's see what you got. Apprentice
What?
Magician. Okay.
Magician.
Really?
Oh,
Well,
I know
this is
exactly what
this
you're
is that
about to
one
grab.
copy, right? Oh, is he just getting Moth?
I got a couple of options, but I think the best way is to get.
I was about to say.
In that case, main phase 2, I'm going to set a monster and pass my turn.
Like, you better have some cards to set.
Interesting.
Molten Zombie. So you're telling me you're gonna Monster Reborn Molten Zombie? That's amazing.
This is a tricky moment. Molten Zombie's good. I can't lie. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that actually. Kind of beats
He's
my whole
too
deck.
strong.
Yeah. This is such a cursed plan. But
Okay.
we're gonna do it.
What?
Premature Burial, target
Apprentice Magician. Okay.
This Premature Burial isn't even that good. I mean, you're not drawing a card. Now, if you were prematuring Molten
I
Zombie...
see what's up here. I see what's up here. Okay, this is a pretty good play because this gets you something real off of Moth. That's smart. Oh, you're on it!
Let's go!
I did not consider this interaction.
Just
Oh,
wrong.
It's amazing.
It's so scary. It's so scary if you have a card to take advantage of this, but I have to do it now. I have to.
Okay.
Have to go to the pre-mat now.
Interesting. You
And
can
then-
duo someone with one card in hand, right? Pre-mat's pretty good, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think this might have been an error of sequencing, but I'm gonna double check for the beginners.
Ooh, okay,
Ooh.
that's pretty good. Draw for turn. Well, I mean, this is about as good a top deck as the Lord ever created for us.
That
We'll
works.
draw. We'll
Can't
draw.
believe we have Hog at 2 in this.
Huh.
I'm dead to so much here. It's not even funny. It's so bad.
The good news is, I don't think I can kill you. The good news for you.
Oh, okay.
The bad news is, I think I'm going to get a lot out of this turn. I am going to start out by hitting the Raigeki button.
All right.
All right. Then we're going to flip summon Spirit Reaper.
That is a-okay.
This is pretty tight.
Oh,
this is pretty dang good.
And
here.
then let's go to battle phase. I'm going to attack in with the Reaper.
All right.
We'll declare
gonna-
Reaper.
I'm gonna divine
Ooh,
Wrath
we're
the
going to
Reaper.
Divine Wrath the
Ooh.
Reaper. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, the Horus!
Horus!
Discarding Horus!
Yes.
All right, and we are going to attack in with Molten Zombie. Main
Okay,
phase
that's pretty good.
2. I'm gonna Forceful Sentry.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
You got my pre-mat.
Okay.
Jokes on.
Well,
jokes
this
on
is
Keegan.
awkward.
RJ got a card out of hand anyway.
This,
We're gonna activate the effect of Sacred Phoenix.
yeah, this is pretty nasty for me, actually. Divine Wrath is such a sick tech. Your deck rocks, Keegan. It's a good
Thanks.
one.
So does yours. I actually think Molten Zombie with pre-mat and Giant Trunade is really sick. That's really smart deck building.
So
You may
interesting.
have figured
yeah.
out the strat. Oh, that's something. Okay, let's set a back row and pass.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and just, keep it straightforward, keep it simple. Attack for 24.
I'll take 24.
I'm so happy to see Sacred Phoenix and Nephthys beat down. This card is like all-time
Draw
best
the turn.
art in the game.
This is one of my favorite cards. I actually played at the Shonen Jump Championship when this card was very first legal
Oh really?
in 2005.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was a little boy, but I wanted one of these pretty bad at the time. Unfortunately, ended up losing to it, not owning one. Kind of sad.
That's crazy. I was at the Playground Jump Championship, losing to this card. That's nuts.
I love this card. This is straight up one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! It looks sick. It has a sick effect. Yeah. So I would be honored to lose to it, but that isn't plan A. We're going to call the Haunted back Molten Zombie.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What a plus.
Let's go.
What a plus.
Getting
One
the
time.
+1. Okay, draw.
I need no Snatch Steal one time, please, for the fans.
Hold up. I may not be the greatest of all time, but I might be close to the greatest of all time. Let's see what we got here.
Is he slow rolling the Snatch Steal chat? Is he doing me like that? I will leave the episode right now. You guys don't understand.
Quitting
It
the
is here.
series.
I'll delete System 32 or whatever it is.
Okay, what do we do with this? There's got to be a play here. There's got to be a play.
I believe it. I believe that you do have, in fact, a play. I mean, you have several plays. One of them would be Crash, Molten Zombie. One of them would be Pass the Turn. I like both of these plays, actually. I think they'd be pretty good plays if you want my suggestions.
Just think about Crash, Molten Zombie, and then Reborn it again for another card.
That is the
pretty good.
sickest tech.
That's pretty good.
And man, if I had known I was going to draw into the card that I just drew into, I would have won right now. Based on sequencing. But as is, not guaranteed. I'll tell you that. God, this sequencing hurts, but I think it's the way that I need to do things. I'm gonna Dark Hole.
Alas.
Okay. Man, wow. Nephthys is kind of an asshole of a card.
It is, and then I am going to Monster Reborn back your Nephthys.
Oh my
That's pretty good.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good. Oh my goodness, that's pretty good.
That's great.
Let's go to
Miracle.
battle and
Okay.
attack in with the Nephthys.
Drop into 700. Things don't look good, chat. Things don't look good.
Now, main phase 2.
I didn't know Monster Reborn was legal. Gosh darn it.
That's okay. I didn't think of the interaction with Apprentice Magician into Hand of Nephthys. Otherwise, I would have absolutely been running those cards.
That's such a funny combo. That's so cool. I've never seen Hand of Nephthys off.
I am going to pass. This is a little shaky.
Will the giant flaming chicken take it?
Indeed, it is a little shaky. I got a Dark Hole.
Ooh,
that's
that's pretty good.
That's kind of good. This is Nephthys ping
Setting
pong.
a back row. Okay,
One time.
show me a normal summonable.
Please.
That's a normal summonable tribe infecting virus. Do you have a
No!
response to this?
Gosh!
Shotgun the TT. Come on.
Alright, GG's aren't it?
GG! Let's go! Good game! Oh, that was a solid one.
That was a good one.
It's like a Dark Magician Girl aesthetic full bloom. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thanks. She's she sure is a girl. Caleb, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you.
It's great to meet
Caleb.
you. I am ready to absolutely ruin this relationship at the gate.
Oh no. Well, you know, I didn't open Duo Century, so feel free to just
That's good.
absolutely fucking wreck me.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna put these in the imperm column and pass.
All right. We'll go standby main here. Oh my gosh. No. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. We're gonna normal summon out. I'm gonna give it away. Raging Flame Sprite.
Yo, let's go!
My favorite card of my childhood. Amazing.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna attack my face down, right?
I'm
Right.
gonna go battle phase. Not attack. Attack directly. I clicked the wrong one. Very
No,
clear.
come on, attack the face down. No, come on.
Are you sure, Caleb?
Yeah.
All right, so just to be clear, you're putting 11 counters on it to show it's an 1100, right?
Absolutely.
See, that's the kind of humor technology you wouldn't
Hold on,
be
we're
able to
gonna-
get without a member of Frog.
The Prague playoffs crew. I'm so glad.
Wait,
We really have to
Innovative.
diversify our humor portfolio on this show from like horny, like
I-
do I want to fuck Stardust Dragon to putting counters on Raging Flame Sprite.
So two things. One, I do consulting on the side. Two, I like that the implication there is that Prague Playhouse humor is not just insufferably horny. Like it's already is.
You just don't see it as much. I'm gonna go main 2 here.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate Swords of Killing Light.
Yep, let's go. Show us what you got, Leah.
It's Mass
Dragon. Let's
This was one of the decks I had built. I'm gonna set an additional card. I'm gonna pass.
All right. Sure. Okay, I mean, like, I'm not like not prepared here. Here's Moby.
It's Morbin time.
Well, all right.
Morbid time.
Said it's Morbin time and more those spells and traps.
Oh no.
Wee.
All right. that's
Don't
gonna
bring
be
floodgates
13.
to a Morbius fight.
Wait,
Gosh.
before you send Raging Flames right to the grave, can you put another like 1,099 counters on it to like signify?
Oh yeah.
its
Let
attack
me.
stat?
I'm in the middle of putting this up
We're
to
gonna-
2,400 counters. Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta-
Okay. This is
Stop
important.
putting them on my guy.
All right. Well, let's start here. I'm gonna hammer shot.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
Go ahead.
You got it.
Big if true.
Let's set one. We'll pass.
I'm glad somebody is playing the DM stun deck.
I had to. I saw it and I was like, this is too funny to not play.
I absolutely love Hammer Shot with the Raging Flame Sprite in the same deck because you just know your Raging Flame Sprite's never gonna get big enough to die to your own Hammer Shot.
Let's see. We set and we pass.
Spoken like a true Duel Monsters player. I'm gonna MST the back row here in the end phase.
Fucking damn it.
Oh! Gravity unbound.
I'm just
Roll
playing.
despair.
I'm just playing the most fun, most cool,
Oh!
just like most interactive and interesting. How about you stick them in the spell trap zone so the chat can see?
Okay, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and we got you.
Solar Flare Dragon.
Oh!
My God, get the fuck out of
All
here.
right, so this goes to the top of deck, right?
Yeah, and then you draw it again next turn, right? That's
Yep,
how it
that's how that
Goes
works.
to hand and
For
then
sure.
we shuffle.
All right, I'm going to. I hope y'all motherfuckers with autism in the chat are hyped because I'm gonna summon a train.
Let's go!
It's me. I'm the autistic one. Hey.
Okay, let's see here. I've actually got a fuckload of stuff I can do here.
Jesse pogging off for the train in chat.
All right, I'm gonna tribute summon Ryukoki.
Big.
Whoa, that's a
Oh
big
my
dude.
gosh.
I'm also gonna pre-mat the Mobius.
We are going in.
Oh man.
And let's attack with Ryukoki, I guess, in case this is a warrior or spellcaster.
It is a UFO turtle.
Wait, wait.
Summon off.
Wait. Hold.
Wait.
Hold.
Hold.
Everybody
I'm
hold. No, you go ahead. I know what's
Okay.
happening here. I am familiar with this
gonna-
situation.
We're gonna
I
bring
know
out
what's
UFO
happening
turtle.
too. I know what's happening too.
Yeah, I'll just attack. I don't know.
Okay.
What?
I take one
Oh!
and then this.
She knows not.
15.
This is a forbidden.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
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 Have I mistaken the situation?
I thought the same thing, RJ. I thought the same
You know
thing.
what? Just go ahead. Just
Stand by me.
Caleb likes to play mind games, apparently.
Or I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's be honest here.
Been workshopping this joke for the last 2 turns. You see, Gravity Bind is kind of like these 2 blue spheres kind of being like trapped. As soon as they're destroyed, 2 blue spheres are like there's blue balls. Your Gravity Bind's got destroyed blue balls.
Yep, I got blue balls. I'm gonna
Thank you,
set one
You made it.
attack direct.
Hell yeah. 100 damage.
100. Death by 1,000 needles. I will pass.
Keegan, your envelope to get you on Prog Playoffs is in the mail. Oh my god. Okay, so like, listen, I know like beating the fun, cool stun deck makes me like a villainous asshole, but like, I'm sorry, I'm just like
Yeah.
drawing.
Oh,
a
it
Stone
didn't
Cold
matter
Death.
anyway. Oh,
It's
lame.
just- I just don't know what to say.
Rip.
Like, I don't know. I have
Everything
heavy
loud,
snatch
everything-
steel in hand, so
Oh
just
my
like good luck. Go ahead.
You could honestly set Snatch Steel Heavy Storm here and probably still win this game.
Hammer shot.
Hell yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. Honestly,
You know
I don't
what?
if it
You know what,
matters.
Caleb? I'm going to give you a special
Ryukoki.
offer just for you, since they're the same. I'm going to give you both. I'm going to give you
don't
both.
do that. Don't do that. Now I feel like
The
I'm like
BM.
the really shitty kid at school that gets picked last.
So it was Koki, right?
I'm gonna Ryukoki. I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
I'll
Okay.
pass.
Watch this
Just
be
a
like
normal summon.
Cyber Jar.
That would be pretty fucking good.
Don't we know this card from?
Did
Yeah,
we not
it's-
see it last turn? Oh no, that was a
No.
deco.
It is-
Damn.
it is Solar
we
Flare
don't
Dragon.
know. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is.
Okay, so there's one thing I'm known for being, and it's a fucking sack.
All right. Yep.
Oh,
Yep. All right. Wow. What the fuck were you expecting me to get off of the
Solar
The
Flare,
second
so you
Solar
do the
Flare Dragon?
lock.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
you could do that.
So instead of doing the losers finals, would anybody be interested in just spectating the game where with the player named Wine and Lesbians on Duolingo instead?
You know, it'll probably be more interesting than me getting washed, so I won't lie.
If they didn't have a Watcher's password, I'd be all on board. Alas. What do you think their Watcher's password is, guys? What do you think? Wine and
Lesbians and wine.
Gorals.
Girls.
Yes. The password is just
Fitting.
Jess get in here. Like,
Oh,
Okay.
It appears Caleb has not reviewed the last 60,000 matches of mine. I see.
or what if I just want to be locked in a standstill? All right. I was hoping you would get in a rock battle with me, but
Nah. I'm
going first might be a good idea. I don't know. Let's see.
happy. I can see it.
We're gonna stand by main here. What Wow. All right, we're gonna set and pass.
Okay.
That's tough.
Okay.
That's one more
the
card that
start.
can't be hit by
Yo,
Delinquent
yo,
Duo.
The start of a winning strat.
Oh!
You know what? You know what? It's fine.
Sometimes you're just good at
I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh.
invisible.
That's tough. Is there any chance that that's not a flip effect monster? Is there any chance that that's a UFO portal?
There's a lot of things it could be. I won't lie. I think most cards in my deck you want to set.
That's true. That's true. All right, let's vibe out. You know, let's vibe out.
Let's go. I'm down.
DM Yu-Gi-Oh! I love
right,
DM
all right.
Yes. Yes. Strategy.
So think that I'm invisible.
Yo! With the crackback!
You want to know what's crazy? This is what card wasn't in my deck until right before we started this because I had no idea this was in this format.
It doesn't happen in your deck.
Let's
I mean, you
go.
could pretend it's not getting activated right now if you don't.
You know,
Want to.
you're right. But the thing is that it is.
You know, it's not even that
Sad.
bad to get Delinquent Duo.
see.
You know, it's not.
Totally.
I won through Delinquent Duo, so like, you know,
So
clearly
can the
it's
card really be good?
yeah.
Copium.
Oh!
What a rip!
Whoa!
Oh.
Cyberjar.
All
Holy
right.
moly!
Let's set
Okay.
and pass.
I mean, actually, hitting the Nephthys is kind of huge because that card's got to be crazy against this deck specifically, right?
yeah, it would if I
Yeah,
had
it's-
back row.
Definitely going to stop Nephthys from resolving its effect through the 4 copies of cards that resurrect and then destroy the card they resurrect if they're removed from the field.
No.
All right, guys. All right.
Okay, all right.
I'll stop playing slow. I'll stop playing
no.
around.
All right,
Ooh.
let's go.
Show me sword.
Oh!
Wow, that's really good. Can't believe we're getting back Cyber. What? Nephthys.
All right. In the off chance that you have your own cyber jar, I think you need to do this first.
Ooh, that's a good
okay.
one.
I think we need to do that first. I'm not even gonna try to Pot of Greed into Regeki. You've had enough suffering today,
Thank you.
Caleb.
Thank you.
Speaking of suffering, hellos.
Gonna be a
Yo! Wait, that deals with tribe!
Wait,
pretty good.
that's kind of good.
That's pretty good.
Keegan, do you
fun
fear the
fact-
Reaper?
Do you fear the Reaper?
Fun fact, MOF recurring Pot of Greed is commonly cited as one of the reasons for the Gulf War.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah, that's it, you know,
Wait, oh,
looking
shit.
at the historical context around it and the relationships between George W. Bush and George Konami, very clear connections there. It's very understandable.
Oh my.
Wait, that was George H.W. Bush. Anyway, holy shit, change of heart.
Does kill Spirit Reaper.
Yep.
That's got to be the funniest way to out Spirit Reaper I've ever seen.
I always love hitting Spirit Reaper with a steel card to destroy it. It's just, it's so funny.
Dude,
very
he's
epic
feeling
and
good.
cool.
He's just
Very,
so
very
loyal,
Cool.
you know.
Let's see. We're gonna set and ooh no, we're gonna pass.
Uh-oh.
Alright,
That's
I don't
okay.
No.
Nephthys
remember
is
my
still
deck
on the
list.
board.
I
So-
think I have another one, but I don't know for sure.
We're about to find out, I guess.
I hope I can activate this. I don't know if I can.
I mean, this is GOAT era. You can fail to find, right?
We can, but we are not
Overlay.
going to.
Show me
All
that
right.
big eye.
Right.
Show. Yeah. Oh wait, no,
So-
this is an 8. Shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For scientist. Yeah.
Hold on. Hold everybody.
Yeah,
hold.
that's
Okay.
right. That's right. That's right.
Pause. Put a
That
counter on
tracks.
it.
So we detach to steel, right? That's how this card works. This is just Violon Die Sigma.
Okay, hold on. What are we going? What are we doing with this? What are we doing? Oh, we're just attacking. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Someone in the
seems
chat
reasonable.
says Book of Moon under IO is a funny way to kill Spirit Reaper. That's hilarious.
That's
That is the best way to steal or to kill Spirit Reaper. I just love the flavor of "You're mine now" and Spirit Reaper going "Je refuse," and just yeeting
I'm
itself
not gonna
into the
attack
graveyard.
Yeah.
oh man. All right.
This is a very sticky deck.
Battle
you have here.
phase.
Very sticky. Okay.
Attack. 1000.
Oh.
Divine Wrath?
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh!
No! Troll despair. I'm gonna activate Sword of Concealing.
Yo, let's go! No! Keegan's on the IO!
I do have the IO.
Oh!
Dude, flip the gravity bind, I believe in you. Come on.
I have a blue ball that's somewhere, but it is not a gravity bind.
Okay, at this moment in time, do we pay the 700, chat? I need to know. Alright, chat, do we pay it, or do we let it go? What do we do? What do we do, chat? I'm calling upon all of chat right now. Nah, we don't need it. Goodbye.
Shit, I couldn't type keep it in chat fast enough.
Go ahead and enter the battle phase.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Try to attack.
Rip. No.
24.
Come on.
Surely this will be a
Survive.
great topic.
Survive.
Surely it'll happen. Surely we can maybe look. At least some burn damage will happen in one of my 2 games.
Morphing
Surely.
jar number 2.
Raging
I think
Flame
I
Sprite.
think I may have found the
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
That is
That's
a
pretty good.
very
Should've-
clean out. Holy shit.
Let's just
should've
go
played around
battle
that, but
and crash.
that's gonna happen.
Wow.
What? Oh,
Pretty
that
good
is
wow.
that
Okay.
is a huge equalizer.
Main 2. I'll pass.
Starting to suspect the Snatch Steal card is good.
The thing that I'm in. Stand by, just because it's funny.
What is this card?
Oh
Gravitic
Look, at
Orb.
least
Eat
some sort of
1200.
burn damage is gonna happen.
Let's go.
It's not
If
optimal to use it
only-
now, but it's funny, and that's what matters.
Oh,
Only
if
I'd
only
waited.
you had waited. He's on the painful
waited.
choice.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Wait.
Look, I'm here to entertain at the end of the day.
Caleb, can I just say, like, as in my childhood, I went to my local game store, maybe for like years, playing a shitty burn deck, and went 0-2 every week. And you are just, I'm just in your corner. I'm just in your corner.
Hey.
I can't not root for you here.
I appreciate that. My first locals, the only locals I've ever been to, I played a Mirror Force Appliancer deck, so I'm just repping the squad, you know?
Amazing. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
This is a bit tricky. I cannot lie.
So I've got another fun fact here. Fun,
Okay.
fun fact, painful choice.
That is a fun
Yeah.
fact.
It's not actually that fun when you think about it.
I'm gonna try to grab another card and
Yeah, you're good.
put it in the spell
I
trap.
gotcha.
Okay.
This is the coolest way to resolve painful choice, by the way. The way you put it on the field like this, Keegan.
It's very intimidating. This is actually like basically how he beat me the Light of Destruction episode is I was just like too zoomed in on how intimidating the field of choices was that I just forgot the concept of Plague Spreader Zombie and also that Ryukoki is not an earth monster. Just literally blew my mind.
just like styling.
Man, I have no idea.
I gotta
It's
pick.
an L no matter what. Let's do Divine Wrath.
Interesting.
Divine Wrath does seem like the least least likely to absolutely kill you into hell.
Yeah, that was going with some stats here. All right. Normal 7 raging.
Let's go!
The dream is
pretty
alive. The dream is alive.
That's pretty good.
Let's pass on that.
That's pretty good.
Will it survive to achieve Sword Stalker stats?
If he lives for another turn, then this game's over, man. He's gonna be 21.
It's true. If he does live for another turn, I might actually get owned. We gotta pass.
No way.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
We're gonna go battle, swing.
All right, I'll take 1100.
Never thought we'd make it this far.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
he's raging.
What do I do? What do I do?
Watch out, he's raging.
All right, well, forceful sentry. take
Forceful
that last
Sentry.
card.
Okay.
Forceful Sentry is hammer shot.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Definitely want to get rid of that because we need that. We need that.
Oh
No.
no.
Wait, Keegan, have you
Alright.
been sandbagging this to let him get the
Oh my
flame
God.
sprite
Yeah,
thing?
I had it turn 1.
Oh, you've been planning for it.
You're like the evil villain at the end of a video game who's like, you've been working according to my plan this whole time.
What's funny is that, like, at the beginning of the episode, I told RJ if he was slow rolling a snatch steal, I would punch my monitor, and I was the one who was slow rolling a snatch steal all along.
Well,
3100 flame sprite.
that's it for me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
07's in chat for Caleb.
Last card, Gravity Bind, baby.
No!
When I need it,
No!
I didn't see it. When I am gonna get screwed. Oh! You know what? Hey, guys, it's been fun. I'll see you next time. Later.
GG's.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
At least you guys got to see a flame sprite take a W.
That's
That
sweet.
honestly was a
Oh my gosh, that hurt my feeling.
That's awful. Okay. All right.
Do you want to do any side bets, Caleb? You want to bet a pack of sleeves on this?
Ooh. I don't know. I honestly don't know how this turns out.
Okay.
Who are you feeling, Keegan? Let's see if I disagree.
All right.
Oh, that's
Honestly, I
bad
saw the-
for me.
Saw the Morbius. Gotta go
That
with
is
Morbius.
not good.
I'm
Oh, you know,
going
that's-
first.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
This is not the worst hand I've seen. Is it the best hand you've seen? Is the real question here.
I mean, I'm gonna show you the pearly whites. So
There it is. A pearly white, with like straight
They're
up
actually-
gold teeth.
They're actually, yeah, like the crusty yellow. Like, okay. So it's not a crazy hand. It's not a crazy
Okay.
hand.
All right.
I really wanted to say that and then duo you. But yeah, we'll set this. Go ahead.
All right. Draw for turn. That's not a bad card.
Okay, that said, please
gonna
don't
go pot
duo
of
me.
greed.
Okay.
Let's draw 2.
See the
Ooh.
unwashed, potentially in need of dental care teeth.
Oh my
Yoink.
gosh. I'm watching.
Oh,
I made all the wrong decisions. I've made all the wrong.
All right, what did I get out of this? Show me Dekoichi.
you,
Oh, it's not
turtle.
Dekoichi. That is sad. We're gonna sack it off for Jinzo.
Holy fuck. Jinzo. Oh, okay. Jesus.
Let's go to battle and swing it with Jinzo.
I will get jinsed. Actually, I take that back.
Are you gonna
saying
Karibo
that
me?
from the record?
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I
No,
just don't like my
taking-
choice of language.
Who is it? Was it like?
Jinzo.
Is it Simply Unlucky who always called it Jizno? There's some Yugi tuber who unironically called it Jizno and like didn't know that wasn't the name of the card.
First.
Okay, I do have a pretty good follow up here. We're gonna
Okay.
snatch that Jinzo.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's yours.
So I know that I can't. I know that unless this trap is exactly like an MST right here, then I know things can't be that bad here for me. So, let's normal Mass Dragon,
Okay.
and let's go in.
Okay, I will take 2400.
Okay, so I guess it's
Yeah,
not
let's take
MST. All right, go ahead.
Draw for
Gain
turn.
your 1,000.
Oh, that is just about the best draw it could have been under these exact circumstances.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me that.
I'm going to normal summon the card chat chose for me. Breaker the Magical Warrior.
Breaker is not legal.
Breaker is legal at 1
He's
thanks to Dark
absolutely
Beginning
is
1.
legal.
What? I looked at Dark Beginning 1 and I missed him. God damn it.
We'll declare Breaker, destroying the Snatch Steal, and I will
Alright.
have my Jinzo back. Thank you
All
very
right, that's
much.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Let's go to battle phase. I'm
Sure.
gonna attack into the Masked Dragon with Breaker.
I'll take 2.
Oh,
Mass
it occurs
Dragon
to
is
me in
going to-
retrospect that Breaker can definitely run over any card you get off of Masked Dragon. Whatever. Yeah, that was just a straight up misplay. I just missed like 800 points of damage. That's okay. Do
Go ahead.
I attack into
Don't
the
you want to
Masked
see
Dragon?
what's under the mask, RJ?
What could you be so like Armed Dragon 3?
Don't you want to know why I put on the mask?
What's
your
the point
go.
of the mask? That's what the point of the mask is.
It's true.
The fact
12-year-old
that that
green
face
thing.
down was not
I got
MST.
it. I got it.
Okay.
The fact that that face down was not MST makes me worried, because that means it's basically got to be Torrential Tribute or IO, and both of those are catastrophically bad for me.
Yeah, neither of them is ideal for you.
Okay. Let's
We're tribute
see
summoning.
let's see if it's TT. I'm gonna try to hit Jinzo.
That resolves.
Okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let's go to battle then. Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
attack.
That is perfectly fine. I'm going to take 800 here.
Yep. And then Michizure. I'll set one. Go ahead.
Leah, I feel almost a little bad for what I'm about to do to you.
Okay.
End phase, I'll call the Haunted targeting Jinzo.
Oh. That's pretty good. Oh, I forgot you were playing Koth. I
Yep.
wasn't thinking about it because I'm not playing.
Draw
it.
for turn.
Okay, that's
Main
pretty,
phase
that's
1.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Normal summon Pyramid Turtle. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anyway, pay 8, feel great. Brain control targeting Zaborg.
Oh. Am I dead? Is that it?
You are absolutely dead,
Oh,
unless
man,
that is
and I set the
exactly
TT
MST.
too.
Let's
I
go!
set the TT, yeah. Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. That was
Well played,
a
well
good
played.
one. All right. Well, I may have been the winner, but I am not necessarily the winner in the hearts of chat. We do have a very important election to hold at this time, and that election is for the People's Duelist. All right. Our options are your winner, who is on the Sacred Phoenix Molten Zombie. Why isn't Molten Zombie a zombie? We have Leah on Recruiter Everything. Just all the recruiters.
Recruiter Monarch. Yeah.
We have Caleb on the Burn Strat. And we have Keegan on the Nephthys Tiny Spellcaster, Tiny Wizards Control. All right, and was it any question for anybody? It certainly wasn't a question for me that Caleb has won the People's
Let's
Duelist.
go,
Caleb, would you like to give a speech?
This one goes out to all the people still playing dog shit decks in 2022. Shout out my Appliancer players. Shout out my Burn players. Shout out to everyone that got bullied on the school playground. This one was for you.
Hell
Wise
yeah.
words from the O2 player. Wise words.
well, we certainly were the 0-2 player. You know, I went into this expecting the worst, and it happened. Maybe I wasn't expecting to go the exactly way that it did. I didn't expect to get sacked out of 2 games like that. But regardless, this was so much fun. This was really, really fun. It was great people to play some Yu-Gi-Oh with, but I really think that this format lends itself to just shooting the shit with some friends and playing some good old Yu-Gi-Oh. I believe Keegan said this during the tournament, but essentially, this is the format to play if you just kind of want to shut your brain off, play some cards, and talk about which recruiter monster is the most fuckable. And I personally, as a newer player, really like that. You know, I don't want to have to think super hard about where in someone's combo I need Ash, or when to drop the Imperm or something like that. I like just being able to, I draw Pot of Greed, I activate Pot of Greed. It's super simple, straightforward Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think that this format lends itself really well to that kind of play, and, you know, just getting people together and playing some games. I definitely would recommend this if any of you there at home are interested in playing some games with some friends and just chatting. I think that that's something that's kind of been lost with the very complicated Yu-Gi-Oh! Of the last couple generations. I'm not trying to come off as a Yu-Gi boomer here. There's definitely a lot of problems with this format. It is incredibly sacky. It is very unfair in some ways, but that lends itself really well to just a very fun social version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it isn't overly competitive. It is really just, again, having fun with some friends, playing a game that we all hold near and dear to our hearts. So, with all that said, I just want to say thanks for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Little bit of a recap. This week was nuts. I was really impressed with what everyone else brought. I thought it was just going to be a cheese fest of the most powerful spell cards, but we had Burn, we had Molten Zombie, we had a lot of really cool cards being activated and resolving, and actually doing fairly well too, which is super cool. Raging Flame Sprite even had a little bit of a cameo. And then of course a card that I completely overlooked was Jinzo. This is my actual favorite card of all time. I can't believe I didn't notice he was in the format. I play this card at every opportunity I get the chance to, so I feel bad. I'm sorry, Jinzo. I'm sorry to my boy. I gotta apologize. This is a public apology to my boy Jinzo. I'm sorry I didn't put you in my deck. I feel bad. Oh man. In any case, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Love reading the comments after these episodes. Everyone is usually really nice, which is refreshing. Very refreshing. And then of course check out, Caleb and Leah and show them some love too. See you guys in the next step. Peace.
Well, we are back with the deck here, and I just have to say I had a blast doing this episode. It was really fun being on. Thank you so much to RJ and to all the other guest hosts for being great. As far as the deck goes, I think it played well. In retrospect, after playing against RJ's deck, I wish I had played Call of the Haunted. I don't really know what possessed me to not play it, other than the fact that we already had so much revival. But given how many big Monarchs there are, I probably should have been playing it anyway. And getting Girl Bossed out of the game with Jinzo, I probably should have been on him as well. Overall, though, I had a blast. This format is really, really cool. It kind of feels a little bit like playing traditional format DM, where you get to play all of the stupid nonsense because we have access to Dark Beginning 1 and Dark Revelation 1. But you don't get to play the Chaos monsters, which means that you have to find something else to do. So it's actually a kind of cool way to play this era of the game, as long as you can deal with getting Delinquent Duo. So overall, I had a great time, and thank you so much for having me on the show, and I'll see you guys next time.
Well, that was shockingly fun. Despite the fact that DM staples were flying left and right, we got to see some interesting duels there. And I suppose the fact that everybody's running 20 of the same sacks means that nobody is sacking because everybody is sacking. And boy, do I never want to hear the word sack again. Also, we got to run a suite of pretty diverse monsters because we had a wide set of monsters to work with and combos that they could do, and a fairly low power level in terms of the monsters. So even though Keegan and I were on roughly similar deck ideas, we were even playing pretty different styles within that because he was on the Apprentice Magician flip control style, and I was on the Molten Zombie Resurrection value style of doing this, which ended up playing slightly differently, even though they were very, very similar decks. It was really cool to play out this format. I loved seeing all that we got to see, and of course, we got to take home the W. Thanks, blindly loyal Goblin. Let us know down in the comment section below which deck you liked the most, which cards you like to see, which is your favorite DM staple, and why is it not Delinquent Duo. And if you want to help out the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/therjb0, where you can get early episodes, bonus content, and so much more. And of course, you can always subscribe for more episodes of Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! As soon as they come out. I appreciate all the support you've shown for this series so far. It has been a blast, and I, as always, cannot wait for the next episode. Go forward in humble confidence, my friends. I hope you have a great day.